I am 22 years old. I have been building online businesses for over 3 years. And I am not a millionaire. I am not even close. And you know what? That's completely okay. In fact, I think the obsession with becoming a millionaire as fast as possible is one of the most demanding narratives in online business right now. Today, I want to show you the real timeline of building something sustainable, not the highlight reel, not the fake laptop on brace lifestyle. The actual messy, something's frustrating and but ultimately rewarding reality. Because if you are watching this feeling like you are blind, okay, like you should be further alone than you are. This video is for you. Hey, I am Bisho, also known as CPA Bisho. I run Maxi Marketing and I have been in the digital marketing space since December 3rd, 2021. And look, I could make a video pretending I have got it all figured out. I could rent a Lambo for a thumbnail. I could flash a screenshot that may or not be real. But here's what this channel is about. Today you are getting the truth, the real numbers, the actual timeline, and most importantly, why chasing millions too fast might actually be holding you back to the branding something that lasts. Here's what we are covering. First, why the millionaire timeline you see online is mostly function. Second, what realistic process actually looks like by year. Third, the metrics that matter more than the bank account. And finally, why slow and steady might actually be the fastest path if you approach the honest content in space in full hype. Hit the subscribe button. I share the real stories every week, the wins, the losers, all of it. Alright, let's talk about why I am not a millionaire yet. So, everywhere you look on YouTube, Instagram and TikTok, everyone millionaire and just a millionaire, but they got there in 6 months, 12 months if they had a slow start. Here's what they actually don't tell you. Most of those clients are either completely fabricated or they are measuring revenue, non-profit, or they already had massive advantages like exploiting audiences, capital or connections. According to a study by Kunfarm Foundation, the average age of successful startup founders is 45, not 22, not 25, 45. And for online businesses especially, data from ConvertKit shows that most creators take 2 to 4 years to reach 50,000 in annual revenue, not millions. 40,000, but that's not sexy, that's not sell process. So if you never heard about it, let me give you the real numbers. Because I think transparency helps more than pretending. Year 1, 2021, 2022, I made maybe $200 total. Most months, zero. I failed at online surveys, failed at CPA marketing, failed at Facebook ads. Every single attempt felt like throwing money into back hole. Years 2, 2022-2023, things started clicking when I learned SEO. I made around $300 in that entire year, not per month, total for the year. That's $250 a month average. The year 3, 2023 to 2024, I launched World Winner CPA. It failed, but I also started getting better at efficient marketing and call hunting. I made around 12,000 that year, but now here, quite your job money. Current year 2025, I founded Maxi Marketing in July 2024. Right now, I am average earn 2,000, 3,000 per month. Some months better, some ways that's 24,000 to 37 annually in the maintain this place. I am a millionaire? No, I building something sustainable. Yes, and honestly, I did rather here with the real skill, real clients, and the real foundation that's pretending the made millions when I have not. When I started on December 3rd, 2021, I was my auntie's house in Chirurandar. It just wastes earn money with mobile into on video during COVID delayed SSC exams. I had zero experience, zero connection, zero money. That first year is what I call the learning tax. You pay in the time, failed experiment, and money that disappears into things that I don't work. I tried online surveys, waste of time, tried CPA marketing without understanding traffic, lost money, tried Facebook promotion without understanding audience, failed again. But here's what I was actually doing. I was building pattern recognition. Every failure targeted me what not to do. And in business, knowing what doesn't work is just as visible as know what does. Back when I worked as a mechanic in 2018, I learned something important. You don't become a good at avoiding mistake, you become a good making mistake faster and learning from team quicker than a next person. Year 2 was then thing started making sense. I did enroll at Srivandar College for ACC, higher secondary education, and I was learning SEO and my core skill. That's when I discovered something critical. Organic traffic is the great equalizer, and you don't need the big budget, you don't need the connections, you just need to understand how people search for every solution and how to create content that actually helps them, right? My income went from almost nothing to around $3,000 for the year. Still not impressive, but I was not just making money. It was building a skill set that around compound. I learned keyword research, content strategy, how to analyze what's ranking and why, how to create content that actually answers questions instead of just trying to sell. This phrase is not sexy, but that's essential. In 2023 and 2024, I launched World Winner CPA. I was excited, I had a vision, I tried to understand what people needed. It failed. And what that failure was one of the best things that I happened to me, because it threw out me the difference between what true people need and what they actually needed. See, I was building what seemed cool to me, what solved the real problems and the real people. That's a trap. So many of us fail into, especially when we see other people succeed, the why try to copy it without understanding the why behind it. That year I made around 12,000 better than into year 2. But still nowhere never quite anything and live on a base money. But you know what I gained? Clarity. I understand my actual mission, help people to build and grow online businesses using honest data-driven strategies. No magic formulas, no overnight promise, just real work that compounds. In July 2024, I founded Maximum Marketing. Right now I am 22, still my second year university studying economics, sociology and history. And I am running a business. Is it perfect? No. I am not a millionaire, no, but I am building something real. Absolutely. I am average $2,000 to $3,000 per month. That's enough in the reinvest in the business, cover my expense and keep learning. More importantly, I am building a reputation for honestly in a space full of hype. And I did rather have that fake screenshot. Here's what I learned. Your bank account balance is a ledger indirected, and it tells you what happened in the past, and it does not tell you if you are building something sustainable. The metrics that actually matters in the early years is skill 1. Accurate. Can you generate traffic? Can you convert this traffic? Can you create content that helps people? You can understand data and make decisions from it. Those skills compound forever. Money can disappear overnight too. Reputation built are people studying to know you for something. Are they recommending you to others? Are they coming back? I'd rather have 1,000 people who trust me than 100,000 people who barely know I exist. 3. System created. Do you have replaceable process? You can deliver results consistently. Can your business run without you bring gold to 8 to 24 by 7? This is the difference between having a job you create for yourself and having a business. 3. This concept called the compound effect. A small action reposted consistently over time create exponential result. But here's the problem. You don't see experimental part of the long term. At first, it just looks like you are grinding for nothing. Let me show you what mean year of you learn skill feels like nothing is happening. Year 2, you apply those skills, small results start appearing. Year 3, result compound. That's thing working more consistently. Year 4, the compounding accelerates. Opportunities you create years ago start paying off. Years 5 plus, this is when the overnight success actually happens after years of invisible work. Most people quit in years 1 or 2 because they don't see the experimental part yet. They think it's not working, but it is. That's just invisible. I am in year 3 going into year 4. I am not a millionaire, but I am right where I am supposed to be. And honestly, I would not trade this grandeur build for a quick win that compiles in 6 months. When I was a kid in business school, I was to build electronics from space parts, lights from mobile batteries, fans from broken toys, speakers from separate microphones. Nobody saw that is success, but I was learning how things work. How system connected, how to solve problem with limited resource. That's what I am doing now, just at the bigger scale. Here's the paradox. Trying to get rich quick usually makes you poor slow. And building slowly usually makes you rich faster. Why? Because when you are focused on quick wins, you make short-term decisions. You promote products you don't believe in. You create cash trends instead of building foundations. You burn out your audience with constant pretense and then all collapse. And you have to start over. But When you build slowly, when you focus on skills, repetition, and systems, you are building something that can be taken away from you. I could lose every client tomorrow, but I do not still have skills. I did still have content creation skills. I don't still have the reputation I ever built for honestly. I could rebuild in months, not years. That's power of slow and steady. So what's realistic? Based on my experience and the data I have seen, years 1 to expert to make little nothing. You are playing the learning stakes, focusing on skills. Year 3 to 4, expect on the made 20,000 to 50,000 annually. You are doing things right. You are building momentum. Years 5 to 7, that's when 100,000 plus becomes realistic. The most people who stick with it. Years 8 to 10, that's when $1 million years start becoming possible. If this your goal is that slower than YouTube makes it stream, yes. Is it realistic? Also yes. And here's the beautiful part. By the time you get 3, you have been the skills, system, and repetition, the same time 8. You have not been flashed in the pain. You have been legitimate. Look, I know that it's not video you see anywhere else. Nobody going to cheap clip this the Mac go viral with 20 years old rebels is not rich yet. But I think that is the video someone needs to hear. If you are not a year or 2 feeling that like seconds to be further alone, you will be not blind, you are exactly what you should be. Keep learning, keep building, keep showing up. If you're in the year 3 or 4, seeing small results but wondering it worth it, it is. You are in the compound phase, don't quit now. And if you are someone who has not started yet because you think it's too late, you are too far blind. You are not. December 3rd, 2021, I was sitting in my auntie's house with zero experience. 3 years later, I run a business. Let's not perfect, but it's the real. Your action step, stop comparing your cheaper 3 someone else fake. Chapter 20 pick on skill, the master you year, just build something small and real instead of something big and immediately measurable process the skill system. Not just dollar. Now I went here from you. Where you are in your journey and what's on your you have been hit this year. Even it seems small. Drop in the comment, let's celebrate real process, not fake highlights. In this respond with you, hit the like button and if it tells you to show this more people who need hear it. And you want more honest, novice content about building real businesses? Subscribe and I am here every week sharing what actually works, including what does not. I am Bisho Roy, founder of Max Marketing. I am not a millionaire yet, and that's okay because I am building something that's less longer than a fake screenshot. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.